What? Why am I down here? Oh. I know what I did. Hang on. Also, hello everybody. How's it going? I'll say hi while I'm fixing myself. That still looks too large. What'd I do? Oh, it's because we played Baldur's Gate last. Yes. Yes, that's my... There we go. All right. Hello. Welcome. Sounds not straight. This is the right place for you. Hello. Welcome in. You are a person of simple taste. You see nice barbarian lady, you click. Fair. It is, I can't wait. I knew we were doing a goth vibe, and I asked, like, what flavor of goth? I was not expecting, like, the bat goth. I'm just like, yes. So I might repose the arms a little bit, but that's fine. I haven't fully, like, drawn the hands or anything. So as long as the rest of her body is more or less in the same pose, we're good. So I think I'm gonna figure out, I don't want to do exactly what's in the ref, but I'm definitely going to kind of like have her extending her hands out some, so she's a little more ethereal. Otherwise we missed the fun of the whole Batwing thing in the first place. So I love how it's like draped over the hands like that, like that. Yeah. I think those sleeves are so cool. I don't know if they're practical for like a day-to-day wear thing, but I also feel like maybe that's why, you know, you've got like, I would just stick my hand out through one of the higher holes if I had to do some other stuff. Just flip it around your shoulders like a little shawl. There you go. It's a coat. And and sleeves. It's multi-purpose. Her face is giving rock and roll in a good way. Oh. I'm not sure I know rock and roll. You've seen my shorts? You've seen my shorts on your YouTube feed a few times? Oh, good. I'm so glad. They've slowed down for a minute, but I think YouTube does a weird thing where it wants one thing and then the algorithm changes or they adjust stuff, and then so we're just doing a little reconfiguring and figuring out what shorts will actually be, I guess, palatable for YouTube. But yeah. Hi Bootsy over on YouTube, I see. It's about rats in a cyberpunk. Oh, Rock and Roll sure was a cartoon movie about rats in a cyberpunk post-apocalypse where music has magical power. Hold on. Yeah, just go for a higher hole and tie the sleeves back if you need to do stuff. Let's see. Alright, so I do have set number 4. I did some random images. I'm really excited for like number 3 and number 4. It's probably just because I'm guessing the running theme on the ones I'm liking the most lately is just sword. But they also just have some really good dynamic poses with the sword, so I'm excited for those. This one's got some fun perspective with hands. I like this one. This one would almost be good for a Skuttz, actually. Like some kind of sketchbook or drawing type thing. And then I love that they have different sized models available. I just hate the crossbody bag because I feel like I'm missing out on a good portion of stuff here. But I liked the flow down this way. And there's like a lot of cool action poses in that pack, so that's where we're at with these. This one, I love the lighting in this one too. Like this one just looks like I want to make it into like an ethereal piece. Like this is super, if this is inspiring, I don't know what, but it is inspiring. Maybe if I like the pose out of it, I can always come back and grab the poses because like I've been putting, these are the ones we've done so far. I'm trying to push myself to do some timed practices. And these are, oops, I scooted one of the layers, it looks like. And these are the ones that I did last. I think I might be putting some of these up for YouTube Shorts for a little bit. I think that that would be a good, like, time lapses. But, yeah, I'm enjoying this. And I love how, in the first one, the sword's just like a stick and a ball. Yeah, it's just like a stick and a ball for this one. And then on my second batch, I was like straight up trying to draw the swords. I'm like, okay, so maybe for speed's sake, we're just gonna do the dot and the line and the cross, and we'll just call that a sword. So I don't get too caught up. I think I spent about 7 to 8 minutes. I set a 10-minute timer is my long end. So if a 10-minute timer went, I was just trying to be done. So I'm not spending too long on them. But they kind of ended between 5 and 10. I think as we got going faster, I really like this one too. There's something about the way like the sketch erased out and it has some really nice volume. These are really good. It's not necessarily fun. It's like exercising. Sometimes you're like, no, I don't wanna, but then you do it and you're like, man, this feels good. Or like, I feel really good afterwards. And then you kind of get into the habit of it because you're like, right, afterwards, you know, I'll feel better. Or if you like bodybuilding or building muscle, you'll like the result. And you're like, wow, that workout was tough, but like, I like the result and it gets easier to do it. So we're kind of at that point where I've done 1 or 2, drew a hot Goth Centaur, and I'm like, wow, this shit works. Give me some more. So that's where we're starting off today. Leg day. Oh man. What do you do leg day if you're a centaur? You just run? Gallop? Ooh, Mr. Antlers. Bootsy, you're right. Bootsy, how could I? Hold on. Let me put on my antlers. We made them. Wait, first I gotta put the mistletoe. Nowhere in particular. And I think I keep putting the antlers on larger every time. Big rack. There we go. I think it's stuck on my bangs. There we go. I want to make more Christmas decorations. All right. Their mere existence is leg day. True. Horses are like 1.5 tons, aren't they? Like 1,400 pounds to like 2,000 pounds. And then draft horses can be even larger. How much does a thoroughbred weigh? A thoroughbred horse typically weighs between 1,000 to 1,200 pounds. I think because thoroughbreds are some of the small, I think quarter horses are smaller. They're not a quarter of a horse though. I think it has something to do with how far they run or how fast. What? I don't know. I don't know that much. Hold on. How much does a quarter horse weigh? About 950 to 1,200. Yeah. So those are the low end, is about 1,000 pounds. How much does a draft horse weigh? Draft horses are heavy, weighing between 1,400 to 2,000 pounds. Heavier breeds like Belgian, reaching up to 2,400 pounds, making them nearly double the weight of an average horse due to being honkin' chonkin' big boys. I ad-libbed that last part a little bit. That's not what it said. You definitely could tell that I was reading that directly from Wikipedia, you know. So half a ton, yeah. There's the 1 ton friends. Wait, is a ton 1,000 pounds or is a ton 2,000 pounds? Is that where I'm being dumb? I don't know how much a ton is. Oh. Why is 1 ton 2,000 pounds? That's dumb. It should be 1 ton is 1,000. And then you wonder why I can't do math. It's not my fault. Who made the rules? And I'm dyslexic to boot. Like, come on, man. I'm trying. Frisian hoy. Oh my god, Frisians are so beautiful. Is it the Gypsy Vanners too? Yeah, okay, so Skuttz, the original, I was either wanting her to be Clydesdale based or the Gypsy Vanners because they have the big hoofy floofies and they're so pretty. I think I picked a Gypsy Vanner because they're a little less chunk, they're a little more streamlined than like a Clydesdale or the, but they're so big. Frisians, though, oh, they're just fucking himbo handsome fucking pretty boys in horse form. Like, oh my god. They're like Frisians are just the horse version of Fabio from a romance novel. You know? Oh god, what is it? And, is it the Arabians? No, a different one. They're really cool too, though. Is it the free? Which is the other steppy horse? Ooh. Anyways, I liked horses a lot growing up, and now as an adult, I like spiders, and this is why you see the smash of things before you. If that doesn't, if my random tangent off on horses for a minute, and its similarity to my 30-minute rants about spiders the second anything adjacent comes up to my 8-legged buddies. Yeah, that's why I'm an arachnicorn. This isn't the land of tea and briskets? Did you mean biscuits? I think beef in the UK is too expensive for briskets. But we love their numbers for doing math. Yeah, I feel like if I'd grown up doing math on the other, I'm blanking on, I can remember fucking horses, but I'm blanking on the name of our measurement system. This is what you get for drawing cat girls on your homework when you're too dyslexic and your teacher won't help you with your math. He sucked. I almost flunked math because I was like, help, I'm struggling. And my teacher was like, it's not my problem. I was like, what? And it's actually how I found out I was dyslexic. I had a friend, well, she was a friend in school, but it's how I met her, actually. She noticed that I was struggling intensely with my math homework. And she's like, hey, like, I don't want to be invasive or, but like, I see you in my other classes and you're smart. Like, you're not stupid. You get really high test scores and like you're getting like the worst math scores. Do you care? Can I like try to help you and see if I can? And I'm like, please. The teacher's telling me like just to go figure it out myself. Obviously, that's not fucking working. And my mom's like, I don't know pre-calc, sweetheart. And I'm like, and I had to take the buses to and from school. So like the teacher was like, come in early. And I'm like, how? I get here when the buses get here. It's a little bit early, but it's like, well then stay after school. And I'm like, I have to leave or I don't have a ride home. Like, what? And so I was just kind of left to like fucking fend for myself, flunking pre-cal. And this fucking angel was like, please, I see you struggle. Let me help. And I'm like, God, that saved me. Yeah. And so after looking at my work, she's like, well, you're doing the formulas right, but this one's a 6. And then on the next line, you write it as a 9. You're just flipping a number. And then, so you're doing the math right. You're just fucking up the numbers. You're doing that wrong. That's what you're. So I started double checking my numbers and running the equation 3 times. And I started being able to get the correct answer, because if I got the correct answer twice, like, you know, if you run the thing 3 times and you get one answer twice and one answer one time, you know, I double check and see where the error was. So I had to work 3 times harder at math is what I'm saying. But I figured out that I was learning it correctly. I was doing it correctly. I was just flipping my numbers and getting my answers wrong that way. And like this, we had to do our homework on the page. So like my teacher could have looked at that and easily seen I was running the equations correctly. I was just like fucking up a number, but he didn't give me beyond a cursory glance to figure out why I was struggling. He was just like, well, you're too dumb, sorry. I was like, thanks. So yeah, I actually managed to scrape a passing grade out of that class once I found out I was dyslexic. Oh, it was great. Oh. All right. I really want to work on this, but this is where everything falls apart. I start to feel like I've got the warm, you know, I'm warmed up, and then I don't do it. We don't continue, and then we lose the steam. So, let's see, where are we on time? Okay, so I should have about 30 minutes before we have another ad show up anytime. So, give me just a second. I'm gonna take a deep breath, focus, and we're gonna do my 5 warm-ups, and then we're gonna, this is the reward for doing the warm-ups. I'll just a little goth, just as a treat, just as a treat, just a little goth. Probably do like a deep. This is just so we can all see what have. I'm just gonna do it kind of on what it is here, because I'm gonna move her arm out. Right, so solid. We had a little connection up there. It's down here, and then so this would kind of separate around the hips and kind of come between the front legs here, which covers up my favorite part of the horse to draw. I don't know why I like drawing the horse. What part of the horse is that? It's not abs. Pectoral muscles? I don't fucking know. Alright, the ones below her abs. Alright. Where's my remote? Hang on, I lost my remote. Alright, cool. That's fine. I won't erase anything. I just won't erase anything. I won't erase anything immediately. I regret my choices! It's fine. Alright, so I want... She's gonna end up looking like Alora. Not in a bad way. Just like, I'm like, oh, just like fawn gaze. This one would almost work going behind. Goes from like there to there. Have like a hand. Have you any dreams of goth barbarians wearing that dress? Oh my gosh. Hey, I didn't sing about kobolds. I feel like I should just have this hand kind of going out a little similar. So we have one up there and then one going out. So it would be similar to kind of what she has going there, but only on the one side. Kind of cover some of the kind of blanket down a little bit and cover some of it. So or sometimes I prefer trying to block stuff out in color first and then going back in and doing the line art over. I just feel like I can see something better or easier, more easily in the shape. Alright, I don't know what I want to have her do, but I think this is close enough. And then she would probably ask like what other kind of motif. Got kind of bat wings going on. Oh no, no control Z, I said, I lied. I want to stick with just like that. I love those fucking tights though. Ooh, bracelets, that's what I was doing. Alright. Like the bracelets and like the jewelry. All right. I'm just gonna erase that. Alright, then I need to find my eraser. Not my eraser, my fucking remote. Alright, give me a second. I need to find my doodad. I might as well send this off real quick. Right, and then we're switching gears. Right. I cannot focus today. I feel like what's... You know what? It's fine. I'm making art in whatever direction I'm going in. Some days it feels like herding cats. But what if I sang about kobold barbarians? Ooh. Had to take 2 math classes, regular math and special ed math to pass with a C-, but you were college ready at least. Yeah, I think, oh man, the way we teach math is crazy sometimes too. Or we keep changing it, so it's like, I had just gone to school, and then I graduated and I was babysitting, and the people I was babysitting for were like, hey, busy with work, can you please help my kid with their math? I tried and I literally don't understand this. You've been through school more recently than I. Maybe you can understand it. And I was like, yeah, no problem. Math. But it's like, you know, 4th grade math. I should have this, you know? I'm 19. I can handle some 4th grade math. The fuck I could. I was like, what are we doing here? This doesn't even look like math. This is not the addition. They like changed it to like core math or something, and they were teaching them addition and stuff different ways. And it wasn't about getting the right answer. It was about doing it the way that they were supposed to get the answer. And so it didn't matter that I could look at the equation and be like, well, this is what it's supposed to be. They had to show their work using this weird thing. And I'm like, I don't know how to do math like that. And then we both cried. We both cried. And they went back to school the next day. And then the people I was babysitting for ended up having to have like a discussion with the teacher being like, you can't punish my kid for being sent home with homework that, like, I literally do not know how to help them with. Like, how can we actually support my child learning? Because this is not okay. Everybody's crying. Over fucking 4 plus 4. We're all like two adults and 1 fucking kid just crying in the kitchen because we can't figure out how they want us to add. I'm like, this is stupid. So it's interesting that they shift the way they want you to do stuff enough that it makes it difficult to help each other intergenerationally. Like, I don't fucking know, man. Please tell me cows still moo and ducks still quack. That's all I need to know. You hated special ed so much because they only threw you in there because of your English classes. That's so frustrating. I know a bunch of people who were in special ed classes for, like, the wildest reasons. And in spite of failing English every year, you had all the marks and even did college tests and passed all that. It was to the point you could have graduated early, but they didn't let you. Oh, that's so frustrating, yeah. Oh... Last year of high school, it was nothing but things you could choose. Ah. Hey, Zay Zay, how's it going? Common Core. New Math plus. Is it Common Core? Oh, God, yeah, it's very upsetting. But no, not right now. Stop. Because that could have been the add up new math as opposed to the carry one. Yeah, I'm not sure, but it was not the math I was raised on, and I literally had graduated like gosh, this was like in the fall. So I'd graduated that year, you know, in like June, And in like October of the same year, I'm struggling helping a 4th grader. And I'm like, what? Like, that's fast. Like, that was a fast shift. I was not even anything I could, like, in just a couple of months, I'm like, I feel outdated. What the fuck? All right. Did I take a screenshot of this? I don't think so. That's funny, though. I hung out with all the goth kids and stuff. I was, I guess, like, goth or emo. I didn't wear makeup or anything, as I couldn't be bothered, but I just wore like band t-shirts. I wore skirts and dresses growing up, and then I went through hardcore tomboy phase. You could not get me in pink. You could not get me anywhere near a dress or heels or makeup or anything girly. And I lost a bet on the Seahawks either winning a game or going to the Super Bowl or something like that. I don't know. I think it was on a game. And, like, yeah, I lost the bet, and the bet was that if I lost, I had to come to school in a skirt. And so I had a denim jean skirt that I wore. And everybody was like, what the fuck? What? Because nobody's seen me in a dress. Or a skirt since, like, elementary school. And so they're like, what the fuck happened? What's wrong? What's going on here? Why is Skuttz in a dress? It's just funny. Now I hit a point where I'm like, I don't like certain shades of pink, but I do really like other shades of pink, hence the border. You guys, the ghosts are telling me something. They're telling me I should take my fucking meds. Give me 1 second. I just knocked a bottle over. I'm like, what's this? Like, oh, yes. I probably would like to take these. Yes. All right, cool. I leave stuff in places I'll knock it over so I remember it. All right, cool. 1 second. Where are we at? 46 seconds? As long as you also ate. I did eat. I talked to my mom before stream, and Mama Skuttz made a post on my social media. Yeah, it was just funny. I was talking to her, and she was like, don't forget to eat before stream. I'm like, okay. All right, cool. The sketch got approved, so we're good to go on that front. Nope, I just drank the rest of my water with that. All right, I am gonna go grab water, so I'm not doing this shit. We're gonna run ad. I'm gonna go pee, gonna grab water, and then we're gonna start doing the sketches. I have eaten food. I remembered my meds. We're good. It's good. All right, hang tight. We'll be back in 5 minutes. I'm like, oh God. I keep touching it. I pet my head. Head pets. It's funny though. It looks weird forwards, but like I flip it around back. I got it as a gift, and it's like it's one of those awkward ones where it's like, it's cute, but like in practice, it's a little bit strange. And I'm like, I'm not sure if I want to wear this out. And like, it doesn't even have like little Pikachu cheeks on it or anything. I almost want to make it like a little Mimikyu face on it or something. You know what I mean? Like it's just a little blank. And like, she needs a little pizzazz. And anyways, so it lives by my desk, and when my bangs are in my face and making me mad, I put them in the Pikachu hat. Yeah. And anyways, All right, can you guys see the sub view? You cannot. The streaming tags still haven't changed? Which ones? Still first playthrough. Oh god, why is Baldur's Gate still up? Sorry. We're not playing Baldur's Gate. I mean, we could. But we're not doing that right now. We could do that later. Oh. I just want to finish the game, you know? It's interesting. Act 3 feels like a big lull after Act 2. And I'm like, there's just so many people talking. I'm like, I don't want, that's the same reason I don't go to the store in the middle of the day. There's so many people and they're all talking and there's like 10 conversations at once. And I'm just like, I want to get to the underwear store to buy Dragonborn underwear for Karlak, my beautiful wife. All right, we're Art now. Should be Art. Is it Art? Cool. Be funny if I still left first playthrough up. Right now it's Art time. Yay! Sorry, I guess the title says... What's it say? I missed I was in... I missed that I was in... Baldur's Gate. I did said it says, please, I just want to be the Dovahkiin. I'm like, yeah. I'll just leave that up. I missed, underneath it says art, art, art in a pirate voice. So I was like, okay, we're good. I missed that we're in the wrong. It seems we fixed that. But oh man. The other day, this guy came up to me. He said, hey, are you the Dovahkiin? And I was like, Fusro, no duh, and blew him away. But I'm bum. Foos. I don't think I ever got past getting Foos. Let's be real. I was a side quest gremlin, not a main quest baddie. All right. Wait, no, I was a side quest. Wait, you end up being a side quest baddie. Let's be real. Fucking. You could run from point A to point B and plot and be like, yeah, I beat the big guy. Or you can spend time running through the game, exploring all its secret, leveling up, and you just show up, giant Chad style, dragging a sword, and you're just like, I'm here to fight. And you just like look at him and he died. Like how I ran into Ripto. I was like, hey bud, fuck you. Anyways, I hope that was cohesive, the end. Oh, let's see. Oh, sorry. Let's see. YouTube was hiding. Yeah, you festive, yes. The white stallions that start with lip, but is escaping you at the moment. Lip is honors. Them's the dancy boys, is it? Thank you, Bootsy. How do you spell that? Yeah. They're the dancy boys. But like, all right, so there's different horse breeds, but then you just have like different coat patterns and stuff. And, oh man, like Appaloosas and Roans and horses are so pretty. I had so many Briar horses. They sell blank briar horses. I could make a Skuttz custom horse. And put spider leggies! I would do it. I would do it. Oh my god, I need to do that. Alright, you guys. Oh. Cossack! Yep, that's you! Almost knocked my Pikachu hat off. Skuttz has antlers, so I had to have ears. I have to find where I put my antlers. I can't find them, and I'm like, did I put them? Did I put them with my horns? Because antlers are horns? Did I go with that? Do you guys ever have, like, issues when you're like, okay, I'm gonna organize stuff, and then later you're like, what fucking category did I put this shit in? I can't save! I can't! Alright, I don't know where they are. Damn it. I want my antlers. I want to be festive. Alright, I'll look for them later. Ugh. I lose them every year. I'm like, I'm gonna put these somewhere safe. And then I find them later, and I was like, that's where they were. I'm gonna put them somewhere safe. And then Christmas comes by, and I'm like, fuck. Where are my antlers? Okay, oh, I have a Santa hat. Maybe that'll be... Sorry, the Pikachu hat hits... There we go. Alright, cool. I got a Santa hat on. Now we're festive. Alright. Oh, hello, Bookworm. Okay, you guys. I'm gonna pull up the timers. I'm gonna... chug some coffee. I got some water. I did not leave my water crying in the kitchen. I brought it. Your Tamagotchi can properly hydrate. Alright, I was going to turn on the sub view. Going for timers. 10-minute timer, 5-minute timer, and a 1-minute 30-second timer. And my driver did not crash. My driver didn't crash. Oh, and I can move this down here for me, and you guys can't really... It doesn't bug. It stays for you. Oops, I fucked that. That changes, though. The timer's going, Skuttz. You're... I'm bad at this. No, I'm kidding. Alright. We're actually catching some good... No, don't do this. I do this every fucking time. I have to do it volume. I have to sketch like... Alright, so... Excuse me. There's like a flow here. Like... God, what is it? When, well, there goes the timer. I'm gonna try to explain something anyways, though. So, I took, a couple of years of Japanese, and I think one of the things that is really important in Japanese, and I believe in languages like Chinese as well, is the order that you write the strokes in for words and stuff. And so they sort of have like a flow chart that shows you like the flow that you kind of sweep in. And there's something about when I'm looking at trying to break a pose down, I look for its flow, and like when I say that, it's hard to explain that. And then I saw like how to write one of the hiragana or katakana, and it had like a the little like swoopy little flowchart type thing, and I'm like, right, I'm looking for like the flow that I see, and that's the part I'm trying to get and translate. It's interesting, but it's like it's something I have gained an intuition to look for. Like I know, let's show out a little bit more. Just through the years, it's kind of something I've picked up through trial and error. Oh, this looks good. This looks good. But it's hard to explain, like, why do I think that this looks good? Or like, what's my, like, I'm a self-taught artist, so like I've learned to do stuff kind of my own way. And I don't like, I don't know. It's weird because I kind of even sculpt my sketches out with my eraser when I'm doing traditional work. Like, it's... But I think that that's part of why art is really good. Like, exploration's really important. There are some things that can be technically correct, and then other rules are made to be broken, you know? Don't put these two colors together because they look ugly. Well, fuck you, I'm gonna do whatever I want. Don't put hot glue on felt because it will catch fire. Okay, I guess I'll abide by that rule. You know? Some rules are made to be broken, and some rules are made because something happened and someone was like, oh god, my fingers. And then they were like, that sucked, don't do it. I don't know how I made it so far in my life that I actually had that happen. Like, I've done so many craft things and so many... it's why I will, like, at the risk of sounding like I'm, like, telling somebody something they might already know, I will double check and be like, hey, like, do you know that you can't use that that super glue on the felt? Like, you should use hot glue or a different method. And somebody might be like, yeah, I know that. I'm like, okay, cool. I don't want to think somebody is stupid. But I was the poor guy who everybody's like, oh, Skuttz is super crafty. Skuttz has got this. And somehow this one basic thing that, look, I've used welders, I've used plasma cutters, I've used, like, Dremels, I've used drill presses, like, I've used a lot of tools bordering on heavy machinery. Like, I haven't driven tractors. I haven't driven, like, a forklift. And, like, that's where we start to hit the extent. But, like, I've operated a lot of, like, be careful or this will hurt you. You have to wear PPE to do this. And, you know, so, like, I'm not a fool. I'm not a fool of a took is what I'm saying. And I try to practice, you know, the best that I can to not suffer injuries that are otherwise preventable. And then, you know, I go and I get myself trying to make a D&D dice tray, or not, a D&D dice tray. So that I was trying to put some felt in the bottom of a square box so that the dice were quieter when they rolled. And I'm like, I feel like hot glue will be lumpy. Also, and I'm like, well, I have a thing of super glue right here because at the time I just made Hoofree and Knack, and I was getting into like working on minis and trying to mod them into my D&D characters. And so I was like, cool, I have an open thing of super glue on hand. I'll just use this. And then I'm like, my fingers are hot. Oh, my fingers are hot. Oh, my fingers are hot. What's going on? And I like it could have been a lot worse. And I managed to get it mostly off of my fingers, but like the fibers kind of stick to the glue as the glue dries on your hand. So I got a little bit on me, and like I just got really lucky. And it was a small amount because I was mostly trying to tack it down, so it didn't end up being an issue, but it was almost a problem. And it was just like a really close call, and I told people about it. I was like, shit, did you know you can't use super glue on... They're like, well, yeah, that's like super basic. And I'm like, I didn't know that. Somewhere along the line, I missed that memo. And that's why it's pretty crazy that it's pretty crazy that like I don't know, it's why I do a lot of research before I do a hobby, right? I wanted to try and do some oil painting, and I have a commission to work on a giant, like almost as tall as me, oil painting. If you guys want me to record the process, like I need you guys to let me know, because it's going to be a bit of a pain to record. But I don't know if I'm ever going to do a commission, like an oil painting like this large again. Like this is somebody being like, I would like a Renaissance type portrait of myself. I'm like, seriously? They're like, yes, it will be my humble brag when my friends come and see a giant portrait of myself hanging in my home. And I'm like, cool. Because they like art. And it's kind of a joke, because they have a D&D group, and so there's going to be additional portraits done of all the other players. So it's going to be like a whole set, but that one's the largest because it was Strahd. So we're going with like the ominous. I'm like, okay, cool. This is fun, but it's going to be wild. And I know enough about painting to know, I don't know a ton about oil painting, but I know I can probably figure it out and pull it off. Hello! Aosaru. Sue. Aoso Rarisu. I'm struggling. The dyslexia. Your letters won't stay in one. Hello! Pretty close. Okay. Is it pronounced like phonetically like Japanese names? Because that's part of... I see words... I took Japanese in high school for a few years. So part of it's my first inclination is to pronounce things that way, but then I'm doubting myself the whole time, and then I just give the dyslexia time to sink in, and I'm like, ah! Thank you so much for the raid! Aoso Arisu. Okay, yeah. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. How was your stream? What were you up to? And for everyone coming in, hi, I'm Skuttz. I'm the spider-obsessed unicorn. I've become an arachnicorn. I've become the spood. I do commission work, freelance, and I like to do character design. And yeah, I'm just an all-around art gremlin. Today we're doing some gesture drawings, and then we'll be going on to working on moving stuff the wrong way. Goth Centaur, Goth Centaur, Goth Centaur. She's got a bat dress. Ooh, Jester. I love jesters. Oh, there's a little doodle in one of my sketchbooks of a kobold, and I need her. I also need more games to play in so I can play my Kobold Bard. But she's a little jester. And I love her design. And I'm just like, yes. Guild Wars 2. Nice. I'm trying to remember if I've played Guild Wars. No, I've tried Warframe, right? Yes. Destiny was one that I tried and I didn't go far. I don't think I've tried Warframe. No, Guild Wars 2. GW2. Alright, back to the... Alright, this one's done, I think. My timer went. So I'll go ahead. I just wanted to grab the last little, like... There we go. It doesn't quite look right, but that's fine. Just a poor boy, no, but the Lord, Control Z. Yeah, I was gonna say, okay, yeah. Malik has talked about I did try Warframe. I did. It was a long time ago, though. I played it super briefly, but it was enough to know I was enjoying it. But then I think I moved, and then it's the curse of once I move, whatever I was doing before I moved, I don't pick it back up again at the end. The unfinished project box. Either that, oh no, my computer shit the bed, and so I re-downloaded stuff, so it was probably a game I didn't end up going back to again, cycle back around to the move. That makes sense, Guild Wars, though, I'm trying to remember. I don't think I've played it, but I'm trying to remember what the context of the game is. Alright, we're moving to the next pose. Since it doesn't have a fee to keep playing, you kind of go back to Guild Wars 2 when you don't feel like playing anything new. Yeah. That's how you feel about Warframe. Technically also a free-to-play. Yeah, fair enough, okay. For me right now, I guess that's that's Magic Arena. I was over at a friend's house and I was playing it for a little bit. Everybody else was playing something else, and so I pulled it out. I was like, I guess I'll play Arena for a minute. And I started getting sleepy. I ended up doing my physical therapy stretches because I'm like, dude, I play Magic before I go to bed sometimes. I was like, dude, it's like 2 p.m. I can't get sleepy right now. I Pavloved the fuck out of myself. Oh no. So I can play a couple of rounds, but if I start playing more than like 3 to 5 rounds of Magic, I'm like, hey, it's bedtime. Bedtime for Skuttz. The game is almost the same, but completely different. Really? Like how you can date Catholic... Wait, what? Like how you can date Catholic guilt future metal virus infected people who live in the blue rich bastard devil... What? And you only really get to know them through AIM. What? I'm sorry. I know that I'm sorry. What? I know that's not what you mean, but when you say AIM, I just think of AOL Instant Messenger, and I'm just imagining the old sound of like boing, boing, of like you having to message Catholic guilt future metal virus infected people through AOL Instant Messenger. Like, that's probably not what that means. If you had money to throw, you'd do Magic Arena. It's bad enough you keep updating your Food Squirrel Hobbit Commander deck. Oh, yeah, so I basically play 1 or 2 decks the whole time. Like, I just was playing Dimir Fairies for like a year and a half. And it's kind of my favorite jam. My formula is, hello, Roaming Throne, what can I make around you? And it's basically, I make a deck to suit getting my dailies. And then beyond that, that's it. I just rack up my daily points. I think when the Wilds of Eldraine came out, I managed to buy the Master Pass thingy. Because I just saved up gems, and when they have like the hey, and I'm like, I don't really need every pet. I just want like give me the little fairies, or I'll do stuff like that. But I tend to not even spend that until I've gotten like most of the way through it. And I was like, cool. I managed to get like all the fairies, and it was like, now it makes sense for me to get the Master Redeem, and then I get all of them unlocked as far as I've made it. So it's kind of like, cool, there's no penalty for waiting to use it, and I only get to have like one I buy every like 2 years. I'm not accumulating these quickly. But it has meant that I've been able to get a few things that I like without really spending money on it. And I use almost all of my wild cards to build 1 or 2 decks that I play. But they came out, I stopped playing for a little while after my fairy deck was poop, and I was like, this is dumb. And what got me going back into it, everyone hated the Spider-Man set, and I understand. People have feelings, and they can have them. But my feelings are that because Arena couldn't do the Spider-Man thing or whatever, they did was it Oathwatch or something? I can't remember what the fuck it was. But there were spiders and there were spider hero cards and stuff, but they were still spiders. And I, Skuttz, the poor little unicorn who loves spiders and unicorns, and there's still not enough unicorns for me to make a viable deck. Thank you very much. But I'm trying. But for now, I can have spiders! And so I'm making a spider deck. Well, I made a spider deck. And I basically just took Roaming Throne and all my rares, and I went and I looked, and I went, okay, Roaming Throne has a thing where it triggers based off of, like, so if it enters the field and I go, Roaming Throne's a spider, any spider that has a triggered ability while Roaming Throne's out, it happens an extra time for each Roaming Throne. So it really quickly makes a deck build itself based off which of these have a trigger and which don't. Like, okay, cool. And then I just kind of build around that. And I throw in, like, whatever works for some of the meta as far as, like, I don't know. I need to add maybe, like, a destroy artifact type. Because they keep grabbing my guys and they scoop them. They scoop them with the bat, or they put them in a box. I don't know which enchantment's catching it, but I need to get it. And it's fine though, because I have more spiders. I'm like, that's cool. What am I gonna play next? It's a spider. And so that made me have a little bit more fun and want to go back to, like, actually playing Arena again for a little bit. But again, I basically put all of my wild cards to one deck, and I barely modified it. I feel like until I get to one of the upper, is it like high gold or low plat? I've only ever made low plat like once or twice. But essentially, like, the meta shifts so wildly that my decks won't hold. And I'm like, okay. Last time I got, like, Assland by Sheoldred, so I'm like, that's fine. I was having fun, but sure. Okay. Alright, that's fine. And then the next deck, Sheoldred. I'm like, okay! Next deck, Sheoldred. I'm like, can I play Magic against anything else? And so when I hear people who are bitching about every time they go to play anything, they're like, it's always just VV Cauldrons, VV Cauldrons. And I'm like, oh, it's that feel. Where it's just kind of like everything's dominated by some really good combo. And like, that's fine. But I feel like at that point, I have to kind of play to the meta instead of just being amazing at my deck. But I still just grind my dailies, and that's all I really care about. And then I spend my points to get pets on Arena. My goal is that when April Fools comes around and they have the little funky Dwayne the Rock pet, I can buy him. But not with money, just with my earned gold. It's like, I don't know. You definitely have to not have FOMO on wanting to have everything. And I play it more passively than I do to, like, win. I still win enough, but I don't know. I don't get stressed about it. Like I said, I play before I go to bed sometimes. I'm just like unwinding. Oh, I need to fix that. Skuttz is learning to code. Got some stray curly brackets. That's funny. I'll try to fix that. Alright. I don't want to spend too much time trying to draw the book. I need to know it's a book. Oh, sure. Oh, this is actually supposed to look so large. The fuck? Perspective. I hate it. So I think that's about book. That's fine. The book does not have to be perfect. Alright. And I finished that in about 8 minutes. I need to change the @ to a $sign. Oh, thank you. Try to do that real quick, actually. Right in between these. Yeah, the meta can be annoying, but sometimes I find if I just stop playing for a little bit and then I come back like a couple days or a week later, the meta shifted again and it's not as irritating. I'm like, yay! I like to play a lot of flyers, and so sometimes there's stuff that counters flying decks really well, and sometimes my flying decks kick ass, and I just accept the ebb and flow, and I play when the flow is good, and I play less when it ebbs harder, or I just run into nothing but Shieldred. And then I waited for a few more sets to release and came back, and then the meta had shifted. Now it's something else stomping my ass, and that's fine. I'm not bored of that yet. And I don't hate anything as much as I fucking hated Scoot Swarm! Ah! Losing because somebody else was spawning so many things that it timed me out was crazy. It's like, what? Did I even actually lose? This isn't fair. I couldn't do anything. It was just spawning beetles while I sat here and watched my timer die. Or something like that. It was crazy. There was a glitch. Or was that what would happen if you tried playing it? No, I think because it screwed. I didn't ever play Scoot Swarm in that capacity. I did not think it was fun to play against. Hey, we're doing the sword. The sword one, no. All right. Ooh. Oh, all right. Never mind. Never mind. I won't say. Files, save. Okay. All right. Let's try this. Trying to go fast, but not rush. That was the first one. You know, coming up. Who you know, down. Don't focus on the hands and the feet. They're a waste of time. That sounds, with no context, that sounds bad. That's, what I'm telling myself is that for the purpose of drawing a pose fast, I know personally, if I took the time and I looked at refs, I know how to draw hands well. That's not what I need to practice here. So the hands just need to be good enough, but we're focusing on the rest of the anatomy. Same thing with feet. They're usually not even feet. I will draw paws, or Skuttz has hooves. So it's not that I can't draw feet, but they are a complicated feature, and it's easy to make them look uncanny or strange. It takes a little bit to make them look better, and I'm not at the point where my gesture drawings are effortlessly giving me that effect, and that's okay. As I have everything else speed up, I will have more time later to start refining hands. And I know, again, if I liked any of these poses and went, you know what, I want to do this better, I could take this base pose and I could take, 10 minutes or another, 30 minutes, whatever, how long I want, and do like a full anatomy study and practice, not just a quick gesture drawing. All right, that was a 5-minute one, and I need water. Oh my god. K-pop Demon Hunters is something else. Like, I know it's this cultural phenomenon. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, and I was like, oh my gosh, K-pop. Like, it is so crazy to think that like the songs and music are kind of, I feel like they're not like Barbie core, but they're definitely a little bit more feminine and girly. Like that's kind of the point and the vibe. And so to be in a car full of my friends, and one of them's like, "Hey, can I play what? Can I be the DJ? Can I pick what's on the music?" And driver was like, "Yeah, go for it. What are you turning on?" And he's like, "Wait for it." And like literally fucking not 5 minutes later, we're going down the freeway, and I have 3 dudes in the car fucking all belting out K-pop Demon Hunter songs, and I'm just like, this is so beautiful and wholesome, and I love that this movie has reached so far. Anyways, that was like, okay. This is not what I was expecting for the car ride, but I'm not mad. This is hilarious and amazing, and I have some wonderful friends that crack me up. All right. Do I have time? I have 1 minute and 55 seconds. All right. If my brain had fans, they would be going full speed right now, like the computer. All RAM, all processing. All right, and then we got Ooh. Alright, so I've been thinking about it. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I do now. After this, I'm gonna probably spend the rest of tonight, well, after the after Goth Horse, I'm spending the rest of the night working on some, I'm gonna do some Your Character Here's for Christmas, because I have some cool, like, ribbon poses. One of them was kind of going for a minute there, and a lot of people were drawing it, and I was like, ooh. And I was organizing my refs, trying to get these new wonderful ones from True Ref into my, like, piles where I find stuff. And I just messed that up. It was better before. And I found the rest of, like, that ribbon pack. I was like, oh, sweet. I forgot that I had that. And there's one or two that are just so good. And I'm like, yes, I could see some OCs in this one. So I think it'll be fun, like, that cute, like, ribbon lingerie type. Alright. Do you hear my jingle bells? Alright, we're gonna square this up. I'm going to grab this. And we're gonna go copy and paste these. What? I'd like both of them, please. Alright, yay. Then we go to the next sword one. Save this. Here, save that. Ooh, ribbons, yes. I'm so excited. They're gonna be so good. I haven't done them in a minute, and I just... Oh, it's, I don't know. I think it's really important if people aren't, like, if you're interested in them, but none of the poses strike your fancy, to let me know. Because, if nothing is quite hitting it, then I'd rather maybe try something else or make an adjustment. But it's always good when you're getting less bites on something to know, because I think that they're really good. I don't draw, like, the way I do the Your Character Here's is I'll use one pose, but I draw each character over the pose new. So one character doesn't look exactly like the other. If one has different body proportions, one has different body proportions. But having the pose and knowing something that already looks good be, like, predetermined and worked out means I get to focus more on the details of the character rather than trying to work out how do I make the pose look good. I've already done the first part of the work. So I'm able to offer them for a little bit of a discount because the how do I pose this character has already been figured out. And I usually do like 2 or 3 to pick from. So if one's not quite right, maybe another one will. And I've had varying success between, like, tons of people scooping them up to getting no bites. But one time someone was like, hey, I really like getting these. I just wanted you to know none of these really spoke to me this time. So, you know, I might keep my eye out another time. And so, like, that kind of feedback, it means a lot to me, because if I'm not making appealing designs, I would like to know so I can step up my game, you know? Or sometimes it's not even that the pose is bad, just folks are like, I don't necessarily have a character I can imagine in that pose. I'm like, that makes sense, like... It's not gonna fit everybody. Okay, chug through my coffee and my water. I really have to use the restroom. We're taking a short break. I'm not gonna run ads though. We have like 45 minutes till I need to run ads again. I'm gonna be back in like two minutes. I'm just gonna go to the restroom and be right back. I'm gonna throw up the merch thing to look at real quick. There's some new sweaters I put up that have some cool eyeball designs, but they're not on the merch thing, so... but yeah, I'm just gonna put this up real quick so you have something different to look at than the BRBs. And 23 seconds or something like that. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So I hit dismiss and I just hit the 3-minute ad button so we didn't have to wait an additional minute and a half, and then I grabbed some snacks. Well, by snacks, I mean Rockstar and a raspberry iced tea. Because it's the holiday season, baby. It's time for the extra level of caffeination. As one does. Alright. Let's see if being fueled by extra levels of caffeination will allow me to draw these last two any faster. It's not how it works, but I'm gonna see if I can try to do these in the 5-minute. Ah! Cosmic, no burger, no, yes, okay, saving, I'm saving! Ah! Actually, I have multiple, I need to save the Centaur. I saved this, and I need to save this one. Alright, there you go, thanks. Oh my goodness. Alright. Oh, a big stretch. Oh my god. Also, I know, thank you for hanging to the merch trailer right there. While I went, instead of running the BRB screen, I decided to do that one. I'm literally wearing the donut sweater on that one right now. It is, again, one of the first things that I grab as a cozy, like, I want to be kind of warm today item. So right now, if you pick up a sweater through Fourth Wall Shop, my Fourth Wall Shop, if you get a sweater and spend $75, like if you got a mug or some stickers, you can get free shipping, and it's for the first 25 purchases that meet that requirement. It's as much as I can. I can't give a sale so deep that I have to pay for it, because I can't right now. But I can try to make it so you kind of level out on the shipping. You know what I mean? So yeah. This one's such a good arm muscle riff. This is like not sponsored, but I did get access to the refs, and like if I have the money to throw at these when my trial expires, I can't do a monthly subscription, though I wish I could, because this is something that I would love to support more of. But the best I can do is be like, hey, this is somebody who's putting that kind of like ref material out there for artists to use. And while some of the packs are paywalled, I have been using references that they share on their social media for free. And I believe a portion of their gallery is also free or has like a handful that you can kind of see. So like you can get the vibe of the pack and see that it like, is this maybe one that fits what I want? And it's really good. So if I in the future saw a pack that looks really good, they're generally priced from like 10 to 15 bucks. And the larger it is, the higher the price, the more photos are usually in the set, is what I've noticed. So I'm like, okay, it's a really good value. There's a few sets that were smaller, but I think especially depending on what they have going on with it, I think they've started adding more, like making the packs larger as they've gotten kind of the ball rolling. But I'm not sure. I still need to look a little bit more. Sorry, I don't know what's going on right now with my voice. I'm just feeling a little froggy. Oh my god. I'm pardon me, I'm feeling a little hoarse. All right, I took a sip of water, that helped. Ugh, that was like an itchy, scratchy, like if that comes back I need to go make some tea. Or maybe I could shut the Skutt up and draw. I didn't start the timers. I'm like, something should have beeped by now. Shit. Eh. mean, the leg is fine. I just having like an art struggle. For some reason, this angle, oh, I don't have it pulled in. Coming out of parallel. It's kind of at a diagonal, so it's a difficult pose. A little bit of perspective thrown in. It's like missing having to draw one arm, but like there's different aspects about it. I want to get better at like leg anatomy. There's thigh muscles and stuff that I'm like, I struggle with understanding exactly where they go. But that's why these kind of riffs are awesome. Okay, the more I'm messing with stuff, the more I'm losing the shape. Plus, I have no idea how long that took. Hey, Kazik. Need the gator to show it off. The doodle from last year. And like, I don't know, sometimes stuff these days is just not well made. Or like it's made at a cheaper quality, and so sometimes I'm like, I don't know. But like that's where I'm like, I have the donut sweater. I've had it for a year, and anytime the weather has been cool enough for me to wear it and be comfortable, I've worn it since I got it. I love it. I think it's because it's like a four-way knit, so it's thick and it'll like cut a breeze pretty well, but it's still kind of breathable, so I'm not sitting here overheating. Do. All right. Mm-hmm. All right. Last one, and then we are on to Goth Mummy. Goth Mummy Gator? Centaur. I was like, that's wrong. I just read that in chat last. Like, this is not a gator. She's a centaur. I want to draw an alligator centaur. Did I start the fucking timers? Nope. Alright. I fucking suck at this. I'm supposed to be doing timed art, except the timer's just me suddenly going, oh my god, I've been drawing too long. I don't think that's how it's supposed to work. Hey, I'm building my intuition to just go fast, you know? Excuse me. That was so fucking funny. They used to play censored versions of this song at my middle school and a high school dance. And I was just like, had no idea. They just like, you know, censored everything. And so I remember I was on stream one time and I had added it to my playlist. I was like, oh yeah, this song. I had not heard the uncensored version. And so just like randomly I was like, oh look, this like flashback song. And I'm like, yeah. And then I listened to it now and I'm like, oh, the explicit version. What, who got that DJ to play? It was just funny. I think it was like, God, it was like Cube. It was like a local station. I'm just like, I don't know. It's like the one they could afford. I don't know. It's really interesting to just be like, yes. Although I believe I learned what skeet meant, but I learned it because some kids in Japanese class couldn't stop laughing when we were learning daisuki, and that to say that you liked something, you'd be like, oh, ski desu. Like, oh yeah, daisuki, ski desu. Like, I like that. I like that a lot. And they were just laughing. They were like, ski desu, and I was like, what? And then like someone else explained to me like that's what they were laughing about. I was like, oh, it's a cum joke. And that's why it's like oh man, I'm just thrown away. I'm blown away that this was thrown into like the music that was in the dances. I never danced though. I was like the wallflower in the back. I'm like, this music's loud and there's too many people. And then when so I thought it was a crush back then. Now I'm like, oh my god, I was just fucking gay. So there was like this weird pressure for me to have a crush on a boy in school. And so people were like, oh, who do you have a crush on? And I'd be like, nobody. And they're like, that's weird. And I'm like, ugh. So eventually, like, I was like, oh, I have a crush on this kid. And like, apparently I picked the wrong kid because I got bullied for, ew, you like him? And I was like, okay, you guys are just going to bully me no matter what. So in middle school, I mean, like, I would say that, like, I thought he was cute, as in, like, he was cute, but, like, I still wouldn't say that it was somebody, like, I'm actually attracted to. It was like, yes, this person is, like, I don't know, they're cute, and I'm just like, So I was like, yeah, I like that person, and people are like, ooh, you have a crush on so-and-so, and I was like, okay, cool. I guess, cool. Okay, now, no, you're not going, ew, you were just teasing me for having the crush. Like, I feel like this is normal. This is what should be happening. All right. And so then I did stuff like write his name in my binders, right? Because that's what you do when you have a crush on somebody, I guess, right? You're like, I heart so-and-so in the back of my, you know. And so then it created this weird thing where people would try to look in my binder and I'd be like, no, don't look. And they're like, why? And I'm like, because I don't want you to see it. They're like, what, you don't you want me to see? And so they'd open it and be like, I heart so-and-so. And they're like, ooh, you have a crush on so-and-so. And I'm like, no. And I didn't actually have like a crush on him. It was me just trying to like, I guess, be performatively normal somehow. That's a fucking joke. And so, basically what happened was it created the effect of me being embarrassed about having a crush on him because I didn't want people to see his names or whatever. So like people thought I actually had a crush on him, but internally I was just really confused. And then I had a crush on one of my friends and realized I liked girls, and I was like, oh. And then kudos to them, because I was like, hey, I think I have feelings for you and I like you. And they were like, oh, Skuttz, that's so sweet that you feel that way, but I don't feel that way back at you, and I'm sorry, but I hope that's okay. And I was like, yeah, that's okay. I don't know. I guess I had to see. And then we were good friends, and it didn't make anything weird. It was like, okay, she doesn't have feelings back, so that was that. But that was when I started to realize like what a crush actually felt like, and I was like, oh, I just didn't feel it for boys in school. That's fair. It took me till high school, and I had a crush on a girl for the first time to realize, oh shit, I'm fucking gay. And then what? But Brendan Fraser tickled a button in my brain, and I'm like, maybe boys can be cute too. But like, I don't know. The kid I wrote, he was cute in like the protect him with my life, give him head pats, but like, I don't know. He wasn't that breedable. I'm sorry that just came out of my mouth. It's because of the BB No Money submissive and breedable song. I'm just like, oh, like, what does that become the verbiage? Oh, sorry. That was my smasher pass. Like, I don't know. He was cute, but submissive and breedable. That song just cracks me up, dude. I love BB No Money is having, like, you cannot like his music, but he's having fun making music, and I admire that part. Like, he's having fun making art. All right, we're doing too much with the hands. I'm trying to make them look good, and I've created an eldritch being that I'm not sure if I can save, and the timer is not going. What happened? Didn't I press a button? I don't know. All right, we have lost control. I have no idea where I am anymore. This does not look like a hand. I don't have enough time to make it look like a hand. This is why you have a timer, so you can't just get stuck doing this forever, because you will. The urge will be there to just keep... We're back at the hand again. Stop. Leave it alone. Go somewhere else. Go pick a different part and finish it. Go fast. All right. Ooh, look at that. See, oh, I'm developing the shorthand. Remember when I said I forgot my shorthand? That leg I just drew is shorthand. Where, like, I had a, what do you call it? My brain was like, this shape, and it, like, isn't perfect, but this substitutes in for what I need to build out a rough pose that I could come back and make something out afterwards. Alright. Except I just fucked that up. Alright, and then this is the last one, because that's why I'm trying to hurry. Oh my god. I just gave up on the hands. You know what? I'm so sad. I hate the hands so much. I can do so... The hands are the coolest part about this pose, and I just didn't even give myself... Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, what am I supposed to do? Mad. All right. So apparently this is one I would like to come back and like try to give myself a redo. I can do it better, I swear. All right. You know, I feel like I'm disappointed in this one because I wanted it to look cooler. And here we go, touching the hands again. Stop doing that. Nope. Oh my god, we're just gonna make it worse again. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Fine, I get one. I get one. I get one. I get one chance. One chance. Also, struggling with the hand. All I long for, all I worship and adore. Do, do, do. A really complicated hand pose to be trying to just. It looks worse again. I don't have the shortcuts for this yet. Oh my god. That's like the tip. Oh my god, my eyes are just going back and forth so fast, they're getting tired. Alright, it's fine. We're gonna just. I keep saying that, and I keep. Somebody, please. Ah. Alright. We're just gonna have to leave this one alone. I keep saying that, and I haven't left it alone yet. I have no self-control. Oh my god. Alright. How about this one? Alright. I'm just holding my breath again. I'm like, huh? Doesn't help that it's the sub view is covering my small view. Oh my god. There we go. So I can't see compared to it how it looks for some reason. I have to draw hands like really zoomed out. Gosh, this is so tricky. Sometimes like adding a fingernail shows where, okay, sure, freeze. Where the fingernail, the fingernail can kind of show like where the hand shape is placed, but if you put it in the wrong spot, then it's almost worse than not putting it there at all. Alright, that's it. I've gone way over anyways. Alright. The hands anger me. Because I can do better than that. That's such a cool pose. Like, I could see it being used for so many things. He's got no butt. No, I added his butt. We got there. No more handsies, yeah. You're more talking about the pic I did of Bailey wearing the donut sweater. Yeah. Honestly, you're planning on going and getting some better fabric and copy the design of the cargo pants. Yeah. That's actually what I'm doing with a few things that I have. There's a summer dress I have that's probably on its the last summer. But it's so cute and I get so many compliments on it. And it's so comfy. And I'm like, well, time to turn it into a pattern and make two. So I have one to wear when the other one's dirty because it'll be my favorite thing because it'll fit amazing because I made it to fit. Big stretch. Ugh. All right. Those hands look okay. They're mid. They're fucked. I mean, I can see where I could do them better. But considering I didn't give myself as long as I normally would to, like, work on something. Alright. Poor dress. Yeah. It's only because it's well loved. I got it for $6 from the thrift store. And I wore it for almost the last 10 years. I'd probably say the last, like, 7 or 8. So it's pretty good. And, like, it's a really soft fabric, so it's just super comfy. Okay, that's number 3 done. We're gonna work on the goth girl. They're serviceable. Yeah. It's okay. Alright, on to good part. Alright, we got about 20 minutes before we go to an ad break. Yeah, I'm really happy with these. I just want to probably, I don't know, I'm trying to balance talking to chat and working because when I focus, it's really difficult, but when I don't talk at all, it's a really boring stream. Or I have the hiccups. Oh no. Alright. Oh. All right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna redraw her. Arm out. Oh yeah, I already erased it. Perfect. All right. We have to remember big muscles. All right, so cool. I already feel I'm like, we're stepping up the pace. Let's give her some like glamorous nails. Oh my god. Do not make the barbarian break a nail. You will regret. Look, I promise I can draw hands, okay? I swear. Just not under pressure, I guess. So it didn't really have a sleeve like that. I think I'm gonna do this just a little open, little further open, you know? Going for, I guess, a little bit of juxtaposition. Pretty goth and barbarian. Like things should be a little bit frilly, a little bit lacy, but everything's I could just give her spider web ones, because why not? No one told Skuttz can't do spider webs. Spider webs are goth. Yes, yes. I found a loophole for spiders. Ha ha ha. Ah. Oh, I really like that. I'm gonna erase this though because I'm drawing it over the leg and I don't want to do that. I realized I'm gonna lose my base. Alright, we're gonna stop there with that one. God, I made myself all self-conscious about the fucking hands, bro. I'm like, How open is open? How deep is the cut? If you dare chip her nail or scuff a hoof, there will be consequences. Yeah, that would be funny for a barbarian trope. Like, yeah, she's a barbarian. She's super vain. Someone spills a drink on her in the bar, she's gonna spill them on the drink. Oh, damn. roll intimidation. All right, where are we at? We got 8 minutes till ad. I think I've made myself have to pee once an hour, man. I have to sip enough water to keep talking. And also the ads have to run anyways. And I'm just like, I just know it's been roughly about an hour because I have to pee. And sure enough, we're a few minutes out. As I drink more water. How about some more Rockstar? I have to sip the Rockstar. We can't drink too much Rockstar. It's 8 p.m. after all. Only a little bit of Rockstar. Only like a quarter of the can. Okay, I sound like I'm joking, but I'm serious. All right, so we've got all the pieces I want here. Mm-hmm. Yep, no, I have to go pee. All right, I'll be right back. We'll be done with ads for the hour, and then we will be on to working on, I guess, the final bits here. Then this is going to be a flat color shaded sketch. All right, give me 5. We'll be right back. Oh, get rid of the little picture. Thank you, Bootsy. I believe I did. All right. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, I feel like my previous horse rant earlier. It makes sense why I'm like, Centaur, Centaur, let me draw the Centaur. I got my start into furries drawing the My Little Pony horses because I'm like, sure. Somebody asked me if I knew what a Rainbow Dash was. Could you draw Rainbow Dash? And I'm like, what's a Rainbow Dash? That was the start of me drawing again. I think even then it was partially, but what got me going back into drawing was that it like made someone else happy. I started doing requests and stuff initially, but I would get so many requests and people got tired of waiting for their request to be drawn. And so then they were like, can you do commission? And I was like, I suppose, yeah, I would draw it for sure if you paid me to do it. And then now I just, that's just what I've been doing. That's why it's really interesting because like I never set out to do commissions. I started out just kind of wanting to share my art and like wanting to get back into drawing, and I didn't know what to draw, so I was taking some requests because I didn't really have anything that I knew like inspired me at the time. And then I made Skuttz, and Skuttz was sort of my muse for a little bit, and I had fun drawing her. And I missed the days of like interacting on Tumblr and stuff. So the way people like built out character lore and shit like that through people asking questions. Like it's like, oh, I never would have like thought about that or explored that if somebody didn't ask me about my character. And so it just like kind of helps you round them out in ways that you might not have really thought about. Or just spark new concepts, or people would spawn like AU blogs because of something. They're like, oh, what if this? And it's like, boom, whole new universe is born, but it only exists on Tumblr and this other person's head. where it's all spawning from. And it's just like, it's cool to be passionate about drawing something. So it's just interesting because then I got sick and lost my day job, and it just was like, cool, I guess I'll do commissions now. Not what I was expecting to do. I wanted to use my day job to fund doing merch and vending at conventions, but we didn't get that alternate universe. That's fine. I don't know if I ever, well, I don't know. I'm just in a place where like I can't deal with holding a lot of stock or shipping stuff out. So it's just easier for me to not do that at the moment. Gosh, I'm finally to the point where maybe I could even But for a minute there, I couldn't have even imagined paying table fees and then having my back go out. Like, oh my God. I mean, I guess I could have just sat there, but if anybody saw me trying to like get up and walk anywhere, they'd be like, "Are you okay?" And I would have been like, "Do not perceive me. I need to make an income." But at least like at home, you can't see how bad it was sometimes. It's been a lot better. That's why I'm like sticking on my physical therapy. We've had more draw time. It's getting good. We're getting there. But like, yeah, it's why fourth wall does work for now, and why I tried to make sure I got stuff before, so I could double check the quality and that I'm not like hawking crap where it's like, yeah, oh, buy this and then the sweater's gonna fall apart on you, or it's super thin so it's not actually very warm, or sometimes you order stuff and it's like not the material you thought. A friend ordered something that was supposed to be a sweater, and it looked like a sweater. But when he got it, it just had the texture of a sweater printed on it. And I was like, huh, it just looks like you haven't finished like rendering yet. It was like uncanny almost, you know? He hasn't loaded in all the way. The texture's like starting to, it just isn't fully loaded yet. I was just like, whoa, really, really trippy effect. But it's like, okay. I guess they couldn't print it in a higher res or something. But the fourth wall ones so far, I'm liking them. Can't reboot the eyeballs. Um, Song is too slow. I love it, but I can't do this. And now I need one that catches my brain. Come on. Give me a good song. Nope, now none of them are gonna be good enough. Alright. Ooh, I would love some more music recommendations, because now I'm rebuilding my playlist over on YouTube, and also, now I can add things like YouTube mashups that I didn't have before, because they weren't on Spotify. Sure, let's go with some heart. Honestly, as long as my brain will pick it up and draw, I don't mind. But yeah, I'm trying to think. I've added a few. Oh, I should probably check in on chat. All behaving. Now, so I'm in an internal hell of trying to define what a sketch is, right? Uh, because it would be nice to offer two levels. Something that is more worked on and refined and cleaned up, and something else that's like left rougher. And it's like I'm sitting here and I'm like, if this is a sketch, like this is also technically the same kind of sketch style. So I'm trying to do the same thing again. But I really just want to drag out my pencil because, like, I feel like I'm just cleaning up so many details on the outfit. This would be easier to come in the pencil like I normally do. And then, like, do. All right, you know what? That just looks like her boobs are, like, popping out against the... that's good, actually. We'll leave that. Yeah. Like, trying to add the clothing details and not... this is just... This is not how I want to be doing this. I want to just be drawing on top of this. Alright, then maybe I'm refining this too much. Or I need to do it a different way. Oh, normally I sketch the clothes on top, but I started doing the clothes on the same way. Okay, I just started doing this in a way that made it a pain in the ass. Never mind. Never mind. I get it now. I just made it more difficult for myself. It's fine. Alright, so we'll add a little bit of fabric wrinkle. Got... her abs. That would be sad. That with this part. I know what the issue is. Oh, the issue is this is not how I would do this. It's not how I want to do this. But this is where this brought me. Sometimes something that works for a lot of other stuff, you'll run into a situation where it's like, this is just really frustrating here. Lost all of her abs. No, did I for real though? I think I did. Fuck. No. Now I feel like I just have more work to do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, those just... I'm gonna make it... Not gonna do all the eyelets. Sometimes it's like... It's not the outfit level I charged for. Rein it back in. Like one level down. There we go. Man, I'm so bored of Baldur's Gate. I'm really debating if I want to finish. Like, how close... I need to know, like, how close to being done am I? Like, how much more of the game do I actually have to go? I'm not sure if it's because I'm doing it single player or what, but I'm just like, this is... Oh, it's so hard. And then now the game's been so long and I've been playing it for so long. I felt it helped for a minute trying to play different games. And so it's not like the only thing I was pigeonholed into playing was Baldur's Gate, because that's part of it. But now that it's time to come back around and try to wrap it up, I'm like, I don't wanna. It feels tedious. It's just like coming back to a game after you haven't played in a while and you don't remember what was going on. And it's tedious. Trying to pick up where you're going, what you're doing. You're like, oh my god. But I don't want to start over a new game. That's going to be like my one... It's my one go. If I play through again, it'll be not... I don't know. I might play through with some friends. And that would probably be about it. But I don't think I would do another solo playthrough. Or if I did, I mean, to be fair, I am playing the game super thoroughly. Except for, I don't know, Act 3 just feels like it's taking a while to get through. Then again, I've only played it in like 2 bursts. Guy called me a cuck. I'm like, don't you call me a cuck, you're a cuck. And then I closed the game. Didn't go back for like 2 months. I sure cucked him. Show you who's the cuck. Then I came back and we blew him up with fireball. I'm like, okay. But I came back and I'm like, I don't even remember what this fight was about. Gale magic missile. All right. We're almost there. We're almost there. What time is it? Okay. And where are we at? We're at 3.5 hours. Okay. I think I can finish this one tonight. I would love if I could finish this one tonight. Ooh. So I'm working for a little bit longer live on stream, and then I'm going to be going off to get some dinner. But after that, I'm gonna be working on editing another video. It's almost done. And I need to like write something, or like I need to narrate something over it, but I don't really know what's the type of stuff that you guys really want to hear or have me talk about. So I've got an idea or two, but honestly, if anybody has things that they would like me to bring up and reflect on, I've got one that's ready to put voiceover, as well as the one for Patreon's ready. I'm just trying not to stall out on like what to talk about, like, you know, not overthink it. So I'm just gonna keep doing what I was doing before, where sometimes I'm talking about a story or telling something that happened, and we'll kind of go from there. But it's crazy. I'm only 13 subscribers on YouTube away from 1,000. which is awesome. I'm so excited. Like, that's crazy. I mean, it just goes to show if you persist, you can. Like, I've been doing YouTube for like 5 years, and there's some people who are doing really, really well, but they've started YouTube like way back. And I'm not even putting full time or like a lot of what I do goes into my drawing and my art because that's what I've been, making an income with. But I really like, I've learned a lot in my 10 years. I've got 10 years of doing commissions. I've got a lot of wild stories in general just because I've done a lot of things. But we'll be getting towards the art tutorial stuff, I think, but it might be next year. I'm trying to make ooh, oh, and okay. I hate telling people stuff because then it's like, okay, it never happens. But no, I'm doing this and I'm committing to it the best I can. And I've already made some steps towards it. So, I've got basically videos I'm trying to finish and make, and I've got a little timeline I'm trying to finish making them on. And that way I'm balancing working on commissions, and I'm also trying to spend an allotted amount of time on YouTube and making those things happen. So it's been only since my back's been doing better that I've been able to start balancing this kind of stuff. So I'm really excited to get back to it. I'm super close to yeah, I'm just super close to like actually being somewhere with YouTube, and it just goes to show, you keep going at it. But yeah, some people who are really far along on YouTube have had the edge that they've been doing this for like 10 years. Or some people have to do it for a few years. Like, there are people who get something that'll go viral or they get lucky, but sometimes the channels that are successful are from people who've already had an attempt at YouTube and learn stuff and kind of start fresh. And I still feel like if I started a channel that was specifically focused towards something, it would do a lot better. But my YouTube channel's meandered a little bit since I haven't had the ability to focus on content on it in the last year the same way I would have liked to. I just had some other stuff I've needed to take care of, like IRL. But now I've handled that stuff, and we can bring YouTube back into the fold. So, mostly we're just live streaming right now. But yeah, I just like, I want to keep sharing the behind the scenes and the time lapses, and I imagine it's fun for you guys too when you get a commission and you're like, oh, my commission got turned into a time lapse. Like, it, it's cool. And I'm like, oh, that's awesome that you guys are excited about that. It made me want to make more videos so that like I can kind of feature some more of the art that I've done and I'm proud of. And like, I don't know. It's cool. I feel like my mom said she likes the way I draw and the way I like erase out the shapes and stuff, and that she doesn't see a lot of other people drawing that way, and it's really interesting to watch. And I'm like, oh, so she goes and peeks on my YouTube videos and she'll watch them, and I'm like, that's awesome. All right, I think so. Mostly now I need to do the lace, and then I need to do try to do like a coffin shape. All right. Need to drink more water. Oh man. Remember to have broccoli and cauliflower in the fridge. And I want to crunch. Oh no, I'm actually gonna have to like make something for dinner. I don't have anything ready. Oh. Alright. I can probably find something I can do while I'm starting to work on the editing and stuff. But yeah. I'm gonna take some notes. I've got one coming out for Patreons, and then I've got a separate one. I just feel like this should be on a different... Duplicate. Merge the copies. Put these under there. These become layer masks. One turns blue. And cool. Now I can just fill in the base. I don't know why. It is just the color that I need to fill stuff with. When I mess up that pattern, I'm like, what's happening? Perfect. Sketch this is. good. Fishnets, the rest of the lacing. I think I'm gonna add some of that with the flats first and then come back over with the final layer. 'Cause that's just gonna be easier. And we're gonna do it. All right. Ooh, ooh, that's so fun! Fun. Yes. Sorry, the goth girl had like that like razor puffed up like back of the hair thing going. So, oh, yes. We needed to include that. How could I not? All right. Fantastic. My battery is low. Do I need to save? I probably should, Bootsy. I probably should. We're getting there. All right. There's supposed to be a storm blowing in tonight. So if I see anything blink, I have to go. All right, time for the outfit. Oh, that's what's going on. Cool. I was gonna say, there's a layer in the way somewhere, and I'm not sure what's going on. But I found it. We're good. That's fine. Okay. Oh, because I'm using a brush and not... Yes, that makes sense. Oops, and I didn't finish. I missed the boba. How dare. Alright, we're just gonna have to go back in and fix that, I guess. Try to shade this like it's there. So that when I fill it in, it fills in. Like magic. Comes down. Do that. Parse these out. Should we gonna make abs? Have that be a bunch of ribbons. Cause she's so Alright. Do 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 do. Sometimes I wonder if people maybe just don't understand how to utilize inspiration and how to not just copy or make their own iteration on something, but to like add their own flavor and really make it like next level into an idea that's an iteration of their own. Good. Are we here? I've seen people using lasso tools in a way I feel like I need to really utilize. It's really good for trying to capture organic shapes, and I wonder how it would do for cloth. Like, specifically for cloth and clothing. I'm like, that seems incredible, honestly. But it's not a technique I've ever... It's not a technique I've ever tried. Maybe I should one of these days. I love doing stuff like that too, because sometimes you find things you really enjoy that you had no idea about otherwise. Oops, why'd I do that? Why'd I do that? Oh, man. Oh, it looks kind of cool, though. I want to do him kind of like tattered. I don't think we're doing that for this time. The barbarian's looking dainty pretty. Little Betty. Alright, so... Cool. Doop, 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 boop. So the only other thing then would be... What? Take 1 second and take a look. File save. I need to do her hair for sure. Alright, there we go. I just had, like, I already have to go pee again. So I've been drinking too much water, trying to keep my mouth moist to talk. So I'm like, alright, let's try some mouthwash. Not drinking it. Actually, I have to be really careful not to. It upsets my stomach super easy. Alright. Hair. I think we're gonna go for about 1 more hour. I give her lots of necklaces. The chick had like one bat styled necklace, but I want to give her like oh, let me see. We got scoot it. So it looks like it's actually kind of sitting on our chest. Oh, no, there we go. My stomach's upset. I think it's just because, like, the mint's so strong. It makes my, my stomach's like, we're eating something. And now it's primed for food, and I had eggs, like, at 3 o'clock. Oh my god, I ate 6 hours ago. I should probably eat soon. It is food time. That's fine. I will... One second. I think I have some of my soup in the fridge, so I'll just pull that out next time I get up. And then when I get out of work... When I get off work, when I'm done drawing, I mean, it is, like, that's essentially what this is. Like, I'm working. When I get off here, I will, go eat some food. I will be ready. So, you know what, we just hit the top of the hour. I probably will, if I don't do an ad break now, it's gonna do one anyways. It's gonna pick it for me. So cool. I'm just gonna do these last little bits here. And garter straps to go. Thought that was pretty. Ah. There we go. Register is kind of different. Alright, so we got here, curl here. Probably not. Have to be trained. Fishnet across abs. Oh yeah, no, she's got a fishnet shirt on underneath here. Again, I just can't add it until everything else is done. But that is the intent. She had one on. She's got the sleeves on. Let me see if I can... Actually, I should just add it on another layer under this. And it should be fine. I'm gonna have it go, like, from here. Like, off the shoulder. And then... fuck it up. Just fuck it up perfectly. You always enjoy life stories. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try a new format, because I feel like when I write stuff and then I look at it, I like rewrite it and I rewrite it, and it almost sounds like I wrote an essay in school because I'm like, oh, fix the grammar and this and that. And then it just, at this point, like Chat GPT is just like, oh, and I'm like, oh God, I don't want anyone to think I'm a robot. I'm like, okay, well, maybe if I just pretend I'm talking to Chat. And I tell you a story just like I'm talking, you know what I mean? I'll try some of that. So I'm not nitpicking a script to death. And like, I think it's really easy to try and like hold stuff to too high of a standard. Be like, oh, whoops, there was a blooper there, or I said that wrong, or I stuttered over a word. And it's just like, yeah, it's best to just kind of let it go sometimes and let stuff be done. Because at the end of the day, I think the amount of time it takes to go and re-record minor mistakes like that really bogs down the whole process before I really have like things established. So I'm like, all right, let's see what we can do. I don't know how I feel about this. It looks. Oh, I fucked it all up. I fucked it all up. Oh God. Oh man. Made it worse. All right, try again. Fucked it up. Start over. A little bit smaller. All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I'm gonna be doing a. I think I'm gonna be doing a New Year's Day stream or New Year's Eve stream because I don't have anything else really going on. Most people work. If they get New Year's off, they like, I have to work the next day though, and it's like, oh, that's cool. So you can stay up to midnight, but you like you have the whole day off, but you have to get up at like 6 a.m. the next morning, and it's like, that's dumb. I'm sorry. So, I'll probably just be hanging out with everybody, and that's fine. I'm gonna get my ass on earlier this year, cause everybody's like, oh, we're on time zones further ahead than you, Skuttz. And I'm like, Happy New Year's. We're waiting for the countdown. And everybody's like, it's already the next year here. You're behind the times. Get with the trend. I'm like, no. So this year, I'll just have to start drawing earlier before you guys get to rock into the new year without me. I will be here watching, waiting, and then I will get to have, I'm just, God, this it lines up weird behind stuff. I'm getting distracted. I hope whatever I said made fucking sense. Good day. I tried. I was talking about something. All right, but now we're talking about these spiderweb suckies. Yeah, I always like to do like last art of the year kind of freebie stream type thing, so we'll have to see. Always fun. I don't know if I can do a freebie stream this year. My shoulder being so bad really messed me up behind, so we'll see. We'll see about how that goes particularly, but I'll at least be on and working or doing some, maybe we'll do some like cheap doodles. Do some fun ones. Or I did before where I did the freebies, but you could upgrade so everybody could get a doodle, but if you wanted it to be shaded or beyond just like a little chibi sketch. And then it's like, cool, it's fun for everybody. Everybody has a chance. But also God, I really like those. All right, sorry, I lost focus again. I'm sorry, mid-sentence, wandered off. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'll come back around. Just need to figure out. I think I kind of want her hair to come down in the front. Feel like I should just make a whole layer above her hair. You know what? Yeah, yeah. She's got hair, but then she has ears, but like it's so far away from everything else. All right, there we go. Yay! I'm gonna send a work in progress. I'm gonna save it, and then all right, I'm gonna go use the restroom. We're doing our last ad break. We're coming in on one anyways. We got 3 minutes. Every time I run an ad, I go hit my 1 hour timer. So there's one coming in about 3 minutes anyways. So yeah, I'm gonna send this off. We're gonna run the ads. I'm gonna run to the restroom. Use the restroom yourself. Get a drink. Do whatever you need. And then, yeah, I'll be back in a moment. It is heckin' windy, so let's fucking go. I had a small snack. We have small ask for an adjustment. I can fix it like this. right, we are almost done. I love how this is coming out. Like, oh my god. Ah! Already saved it. All right. Ooh, and we're almost at time, which means I've got 7 minutes. Her fishnets. Alright, now we are getting on down to the last. Trying to hurry this up as much as I can. I wanted to do some other sketches, but I might have to just wait. But this gets me, I believe, back on track so we can start doing in-stream commissions again. My shoulder completely borked things up and I just needed to get everything squared away first. So yeah, we should have all that good. All right. Need some more piercings. Hang on. We're almost there. This is a little too chunky. Alright, I think this is good. Oh, no. I see one more thing bugging me. Not there yet. Alright, I think that's it. I feel like I finished that a lot faster! Yay! I know it's taken me a minute to get to my commission sometimes, because we are starting with the warm-ups. But I feel like my drawings are hitting point now where the warm-ups are really making a big difference. All right, and then I do believe it's about time to call it for tonight. Hell yeah. We made it to almost 5 hours. I overshot just a little bit, but that's fine. Yeah, I'm happy with this. And then let's see. Tomorrow is Wednesday. I think we're going to be doing some your character here poses. And then working on finishing up the fucking gigantic 4 character bards. Now I feel like I'm back up to speed. I can start shading stuff again. Bard time. All right. So yeah. Fantastic. Well, as I'm wrapping up, I just want to thank the new subscribers we had today, as well as the raid we got. I think that's super awesome. Actually, there's something that tells me. Stream manager, maybe. How about that? Yes, there's our bard. We have to do Lucy, and then we should be good. Oh, hell yeah. All right. Well, we got a follow from Sounds Not Straight, as well as a raid from Aosor Rarisu. I think I made it through there. The dyslexia hits hard. Aosor Rarisu. Yeah. I just have to break it down by the syllables, but yeah. Anyways, I appreciate everybody stopping by, rating, hanging out, and just getting through the awesome commission bits I got. So I'm glad to be back to it. We're gonna wrap it up before I wreck my body or the wind wrecks my progress. So thank you so much for joining me today. YouTube, we're going to go ahead and wrap up over there. But thanks again also to YouTube. We are almost at 1,000 subscribers, which is crazy to me. I'm just a little guy, and that means the world. Like, it's so cool. And yeah, I appreciate it. Right now, we mostly have VODs, but there's going to be more stuff soon. We're getting back to the time-lapse and story time format. So, yeah. Let's see who is on. You know what? Let's raid Rabbit Hound. I'm gonna leave you guys. I'm gonna leave you guys in the hands of Rabbit Hound. There we go. They're working on something that looks cute and scrunkly. This looks nice. I've popped into their streams. I lurk once in a while. They've got a cool model, and I like their art designs. I don't know what's going on with the chibi, but all right. Everybody say hello, and have a good night. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Cheer, cheer, cheer. Oh wait, I still have 5 seconds of ad I can't see yet. Ah. All right.